Good afternoon. It's the Mr. Brown Show. It's a Saturday afternoon, beautiful afternoon here in Oxford, North Carolina. It's a nice, warm afternoon, up to 52 degrees after a week of snow. Shout out to BroncoIRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live. BroncoIRadio.com. We are proud to be. Shout out to Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the sorors of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, as well as all the members of the Divine Nine organizations that are tuning in. Welcome to Embracing Word Church of Oxford, North Carolina. Well, what's going on? What's going on? You know, they made news today. I guess, what's his name? Pete Hegseth, or whatever his first name means, Hegseth, running for, was nominated for the Secretary of Defense. Well, he got it. You want it? You got it. And he got it. Now what are you going to do with it? That may just be your biggest nightmare. For real. I love train wrecks. And this is one big train wreck getting ready to happen, folks. Just watch. Trump sent out how many people yesterday on C-17s? Gathered them up in New York City. Gathers them up in Chicago. Some of them were saying some U.S. citizens were detained during the process while they were rounding these people up. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure it's going to be a whole mess of people getting rounded up. Don't have nothing to do with anything, especially if you're talking about now it's okay for ICE, immigration, ICE to go into churches and schools. So you're going to be rounding up a whole mess of people who are U.S. citizens in the mix. You're going to be doing that, especially going into churches, going into Catholic churches and gathering them up and holding the whole congregation saying, everybody show us your ID, show us your legalization. Yeah, I can see that. But they don't care as long as they can just get you on a plane. There was something about the prices, not the prices, but the cost. You know, they're using C-17s. And those of you who are not in the military, C-17 is one of the largest cargo planes that the military has. I believe they have not completely phased out the C-5. And the C-5 Galaxy at one point was the largest cargo plane in the military in their category, in their use. It can carry a C-5 can carry 6 Greyhound buses. That's how big it is. C-17 can probably carry 4 Greyhound buses now, or maybe 3. It's a big plane though, and it's more fuel efficient. That's why, and can maneuver a lot better than a C-5. But so they're phasing out the C-5s, but $21,000 to fly those C-17s. $21,000 to fly these immigrants to Guatemala. 21,000. That's an expensive flight. Well, that's an expensive ticket, man. One way. You know, you got the other planes. They was using C-130s. Those are propeller and flies on 4 propeller engines, and they were using those. And they were saying that's like you fly the immigrants out on a C-130 is $8,000, but the C-17s are 21,000. That's what's costing you out your taxpayer dollars. I'm sure as we speak, they're going around and kicking in doors, finding people, getting them, rounding them up, putting them in shackles, marching them. I think that's like on one C-17, they had like 165 people. Guess what? Like I said, a C-17 can carry 4 Greyhound buses, 3 to 4 Greyhound buses. Okay, so that thing can carry like about over 500 people. And the way they said it's not like on a commercial flight. They got like they can make their own roads. But still, all the money that you're putting in, and then they're killing these people and they're getting them on a flight. And Mexico, that was a short flight. Mexico was like saying, don't you even dare try to land here. Mexico was telling U.S. flights, telling those flights, don't even think about flying. Don't even think about making an approach. Mexico wouldn't even allow them to land. Mexico wouldn't even allow them to land. So Guatemala is. And so what do you think about that? A lot of people are going to be going in, they're kicking in doors right now as we speak. They're kicking in doors. They're kicking indoors right now, kicking in people's doors, kicking in churches, going into schools where they may be living, where they be living on mats on the floor. They ordered organizations that are out there specifically to help immigrants. They said, hey, cease operation. They just sent an order to all private organizations that if you're out there helping immigrants, cease and desist. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But anyway, getting back to the train wreck of Hegseth. Oh, man, you asked for it, you got it. You think he's an alcoholic now. After the first 3 weeks on the job, he's going to be not only an alcoholic, but a drug addict. He's going to need something stronger than alcohol. I'm just waiting to see that. I know that's mean, but you know what? You're putting somebody in there that's completely not even qualified. The most he ever supervised was 8 people. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now he's supervising thousands upon thousands of people. Not to mention many members of the United States military branches worldwide and contracts. Come on now. I'm just going to enjoy this train wreck. So, Mr. Brown Show, what do you think? Oh, and you know what? I have forgotten the most important thing. Pray for him. Yes, I'm not being funny. Pray for him because God's going to be the only thing that's going to get him through. And since we talked about God, I hope you took time today to give thanks to God for waking you up this morning, because a lot of people did not have that opportunity today. A lot of people met their appointments, and by God's grace, you did not have one today. And if you didn't get that, think about it. Give God the glory, give him the honor, give him the praise. It's Mr. Brown Show.